first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The ball carrier.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 30 on second down. Watson, open man, the tight end fails. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The ball carrier.
That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. Able to find Isabella. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Hilliard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
They'll run. It's Hilliard. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Going deep here for Stills. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
It was Damon Harris.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Keeper. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Vinatieri's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points.
Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
At the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. The screen pass here to Cohen. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is caught by Evans. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Caleb Chason brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
15.
He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First down, Texans.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Texans 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Texans first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's caught inside the 25.
That's good.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Andy Isabella in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They run. This is Cohen, and he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down, Burrow gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Again, it's Burrow. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
On first down, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And it's 3rd down.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. A shotgun snap for Watson. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Hooker on the coverage.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
1st down, a run with Cohen. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Watson eluding the pressure right. Open man, the tight end fells. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson forced out to his left. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
11 on the play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That ball complete to Isabella. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That's a gain of 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
For the Browns.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Adam Vinatieri.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete to
Kenny Stills, 79 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, here's Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. This is Cohen. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 34, Texans 22.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. It's complete. Stills. And all the way up to the 46.
Kenny Stills.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, it's Watson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watson's pass intercepted.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's brought down at the 24 after a